Everyone, and welcome to the very lovely show. And our today's guest is bright young sensation. Her love for music brings new breeze in the world of music. She has worked in Arrived reality show with A.R. Rahmanji and also shared stage with Jubin Nautiyal and many more singers. So let's welcome Unnati Shah. Yeah, she's there. Yeah, please join. Send me a request, Unnati, please. Yes, yeah, she's there.
Hey,
Hello, Unnati. Welcome. Good evening, and
thank
welcome to the
you.
very lovely show.
Thank you so much.
Looking very pretty and लग रहा है कि भाग दौड़ करके आ रही हैं बाहर से.
Yeah, kind of. Also, we're matching.
It's worth
In black.
it's worth waiting about you for you, na? It's really nice. And you are really looking like a fresh breeze in the music world.
Oh, thank you.
So, उन्नति सबसे पहले जानना चाहेंगे आपके बारे में थोड़ा बहुत, जैसे कि आप कहाँ से बिलोंग करती हैं, कहाँ से हैं, कहाँ से आपने अपना चाइल्डहुड बिताया, कैसे. सो विल स्टार्ट विद दैट.
So, I'm from Bombay, which in this industry I realized is quite rare because usually people, अपने small town से आके, yeah, other cities से आके Bombay में usually they come to follow their dreams and stuff. I've been lucky enough that I belong to this very city. Right since childhood, I've always been here. And yeah, my childhood was basically full of music and balancing that with my academics. Yeah, pretty usual actually. Yeah.
Okay. So how come music?
It's a very interesting story. So I think I was in my third or fourth grade, third or fourth standard. I don't know how old is that age basically, but when I was in that standard, I luckily had Indian music as a subject in school.
Okay.
And my teacher who used to teach that subject to us, it was just a hobby subject, not like nothing like examination based and everything. It's just a hobby subject, but she noticed that I'm picking up the sur and the notes really easily and stuff, and she gave a call to my mom saying that your child is really good at this. I think that you should get her trained, like nicely trained in music, like just admit her to some music school or something, because this is the right age where you can train your children. They pick up music really well at this age. So my mom was the full in shock. Okay, this cannot happen because nobody in our entire family is an artist or a musician. So what happened to her? Like, how is this even possible? But anyway, if she wants to, I'll ask her if she wants to, and if she is keen about it, I'll get her admitted to this music school or whatever she wants to do. And I said, yeah, I want to learn. So that's how my training started back then. So third or fourth standard, and then by ninth, I was done with my Visharat, which is basically bachelor's in music.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's and you have done Visharat in which gharana? There are gharanas, right?
Yeah, no, but in classical music, there are no like gharanas as far as bachelor's of music is concerned. It's just a degree. Like how we go to different schools or different colleges and get our degree from like the University of Bombay gives the affiliated degree to all colleges that are in Bombay, right? So it works exactly like that. So there's no gharana as such, but yeah, light classical is what I learned, and then I completed my Visharat in school itself.
And you have mentioned about one series reality show, Arrived, जो कि आपने A.R. रहमान जी के साथ किया है.
Yeah.
So what was it all about?
It was very interesting. It is basically YouTube's first Indian reality show that happened, and the only apparently. So in India at least. So when it came on all the digital like platforms, Facebook and all, like A.R. Rahman's fan pages everywhere showcased that the show is happening. So those who want to audition are like welcome to audition and stuff. So I kind of knew people in his team. So I checked with them that what is this about and all that. So all they told me is it is a reality show, but it's kind of a series more than a reality show. So you audition for it, obviously. That's how the organic process happens. But then once you're on the show, it's more of a like a web series kind of series, more than people voting, and like there's no audience involvement.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only the judges. It's a digital base because it's YouTube and it's A.R. Rahman's channel that the show is going to be aired on. So it's interesting. If you want to do it, you should do it. Like, this is the thing that you should be doing is in this digital age at this point in your career where you're like breaking in and stuff. So I said, yeah, that makes sense. So then I auditioned, and then top 1000 happened, then our top 500 happened, I think, and top 100 happened then. And those videos were sent to Chennai, to Rahman sir. And he took the final call of who exactly should be on the show. Like, the top 30 was completely his decision. And yeah, I kind of got in, luckily. And that's how the show began, and that's how we started rolling it on air. That was called the boot camp, as they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was the experience? It must be really great.
It was a mixture of like excitement, extreme level of nervousness, and yeah, happiness, obviously, because it's A.R. Rahman. He's practically the god of music. We all have grown up listening to his music and stuff, all of us, and have looked up to him and how. So yeah, that was amazing. I got to learn a lot as a musician because at that point of time I was like very young. I right now I'm 25. I was 22 when I participated in Arrived. So I didn't know. I was on the fence of even taking this as a profession. So that was my mistake at that point.
So there your journey started, actually, right?
Yeah, Arrived and Rahman sir's show was like the first big thing that happened to me. Although I had done a backing vocals project for Sanjayla Bhansali before, but that was just like a side gig along with my college, like the third year of degree college. So I was not serious even like at that point. After bagging a project of Sanjayla Bhansali, I was still not sure of becoming a singer professionally. But when Arrived happened and I got to be a part of an A.R. Rahman show, basically, that kind of gave me the confidence, okay, there's something in me that I can maybe work on and nurture too and make it polished even more with years and with my effort, that I think I can make it in this industry. That is what gave me confidence. So thanks to Rahman sir that I even exist as a singer professionally.
So there must be a great change after you have done Arrived.
Yeah. Great change in terms of like my musicality, because as I said, I learned a lot. It was not about, for any of us, I think the 30 top 16 people that were actually on the show, for any of us, it was not about winning the competition, because it never felt like a competition. It was a series.
Yes.
We all had episodes with each other individually in front of Rahman sir, having his comments and feedback on our songs, etc., etc. So it was so much to learn from that show that we did not bother when will we get eliminated and how many votes will we, because there were no votes, there was no audience engagement anyway. So it was only singing your songs, preparing your songs so well, and singing live in front of Rahman sir, which in itself is a challenge, and just having his feedback coming to you as an artist can actually sort out the rest of your career. Who cares about the show, like winning the show and losing the show? That's what we had in our minds. It was amazing.
So उस शो में से कोई ऐसा सॉन्ग आपको याद है जो आपने गाया हो और उनकी तारीफ मिली हो, you will कोई ऐसी लाइंस या कुछ ऐसा सॉन्ग can we have from you?
Yeah, I remember singing songs like Baahon Ke Darmiyan and Zainasi was my first performance in front of him, so that is more memorable.
Wow.
Yeah, like I remember him closing his eyes and just like listening to me, and like while singing, I was so nervous, just thinking of the fact that my voice is going in his in-ears directly. It was crazy nervous, but yeah.
Zainasi, yeah.
Zainasi, तुझे चाहूं बेतहाशा, ज़हनसी मेरे करीब, मेरे हबीब, तुझे चाहूं बेतहाशा ज़हनसीम, तेरे संग बीते हर लम्हे पे हमको नाज है, तेरे संग जो ना बीते उस पे एतराज है, इस कदर हम दोनों का मिलना एक राज है, हुआ मेर दिल गरीब, तुझे चाहूं बेतहाशा ज़हनसीम, 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 तुझे चाहूं बेतहाशा ज़हनसीम.
Wow.
I'm not warmed up
Please,
for today,
it,
but
it,
whatever.
it is so beautiful. So beautiful.
Oh,
Really. Amazing. Definitely उन्होंने eyes close कर ली होंगी.
I was pretty nervous.
No, no, it's really beautiful. And how was your experience? You have given playback for Ghoomar, and it is, it is one of the biggest this thing. So
Yeah.
how was that experience?
Uh, it was very new, like the whole thing of going to a studio and even recording as a professional, playback singer or whatever. Although I didn't have the lead portions, but turned out that as most Sanjay Leela Bhansali songs, that song had major chorus portions more than the main vocals. So there was so much
Correct.
that we had to do, not just me, but the other chorus singers as well. But yeah, that was the first gig, the big project that I got when I was in the third year of my college. And it happened like in a very funny way. I had randomly sung some cover on Facebook, and the music team of Sanjay Leela Bhansali had heard it. They texted, what messengered, texted me that you should come and we are doing this song where we can use your voice. So I was like, I'm not a professional singer. I just I've learned music early on in my life, so which is why I just randomly sing. I'm not a professional, and they're like, that's okay. You know how to sing. That's enough reason for you to come to the studio and sing. That's how that gig had happened. So it was all very new. Like, answering your question, it was very new for me, and I was kind of figuring it out. It was like मेरी life का first recording, सीधा यशराज में, for Sanjay Leela Bhansali Productions. So yeah, but it was very soul satisfying because I kind of got the first gist of this whole industry working in a certain way, and I was like, this is really cool, and it is so good to have your artistic things just right in the studio and just doing your thing.
Correct. Really nice. So after that, what changed?
After that, nothing changed because I had my exams to clear and get my degree done at least. I wanted to start off, honestly, as a professional. But my family kind of pressurized me, कि degree complete karo pehle, then you're free to do whatever you want to do. Which obviously kind of made sense. And I did
I think
agree with it.
it is everywhere. It's the same thing.
Yeah, all Indian families tell this to their kids anyway. So I did that, and I think after a year of this recording is when I completed my degree and thought of doing this as a profession. And I was in the middle of a lot of things. I planned to go abroad for my post-graduation, but I was like, I can't do anything if I go. So now I have to decide if I want to stay in India at home in Mumbai and do my music professionally, or go abroad and maybe then just do music as a hobby. So I sat down with myself and contemplated what I want to do, and finally decided to just stay back and just take this.
That was, I think, good for us. Good for us.
Yeah, I hope so.
Actually, Unnati, you have given a voiceover for many brands also.
Yeah.
So, how was that experience different from these singing songs and jingles? Jingle or voiceover?
Very as far as I know, as far as my small little experience is concerned in this industry, which has literally only 3 to 4 years, it's been not that long, but I've kind of come to terms with this whole industry divided into three parts. One is the advertisement part, like the jingle side of it. One is the shows, gigs side of it, and the third is the playback side of it. And to balance the three is a tough job. But ad jingles just came to me. I mean, I don't know how exactly did they get my contact, but it was probably word of mouth. So
Okay.
if you get one brand, people notice you, and then you get other brands and stuff. So I think it started off with MDH, if I'm not wrong, and then it
Right.
went to Fair and Lovely and all of Amul and all of these things. Yeah,
So
it's very
must be
small
a
industry.
different experience altogether.
Yeah. Like ad jingles are completely different than recording a playback song, say, like for example. And the shows are a completely different industry anyway.
And do you have to rehearse for them also? Like must be script must be given, and there will be all sort of things, same script, then music. So you have to
Mm,
rehearse for that also?
different people work differently. There have been like composers and music directors who give you everything in advance. They send you the lyrics, they give you the tune, they expect you to be prepared when you walk into the studio so that the job is quicker. And then there are people
Right.
who call you into the studio and then tell you what is to be done. So some sessions are like that and some sessions are like this. So everybody has a different way of working and everything is challenging in its own way. So you have to figure it out
Right.
what works for you. Like as singers, we can ask the music directors and composers, whatever, to send us everything in advance so that we are prepared when we walk into the studio. But expecting that to happen every time is not realistic because many a times, especially in the ad industry, they get changes at the end moments. Lyrics keep changing, tunes keep changing. There are so many people approving of so many things that at different levels it gets like stuck somewhere. So they can't cater to you the way you want to function all the time. So in that case, you have to be patient and you have to just go there and do your job and like have a clean
And
slate in your
especially
head.
And especially, I believe in advertisement
Yeah,
because there so many changes come, whether
yeah,
it's of 30 seconds or 60 seconds.
yeah.
But changes keep coming from the whatever they demand
True.
change or whatever.
Very true.
So, and how, yeah, correct. So, and one more thing, your Kalank track
Oh yeah.
has crossed 2 million. So views. So can we have that? Because everybody is asking for that song. I have
Yeah,
seen so many comments, they are asking for that song. So I think we
of
should
course.
have from you.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw the comments. My best friends here, my other friends are
Hello.
here. So many people are here. Hi, Jubin. Okay, cool. I'll sing Kalank in the celebration of 2 million.
Yes.
Okay.
So viewers, this is for you,
Yeah.
especially for you.
हवाओं में बहेंगे घटाओं में रहेंगे तू बरखा मेरी मैं तेरा बादल पिया जो तेरे ना हुए तो किसी के ना रहेंगे दीवानी तू मेरी मैं तेरा पागल पिया हजारों में किसी को तकदीर ऐसी मिली है एक रांझा और हीर जैसी न जाने ये जमाना क्यों चाहे रे मिटाना कलंक नहीं इश्क है काजल पिया कलंक नहीं इश्क है काजल पिया
Oh my God.
What are you?
This is so awesome. So awesome. I mean, you don't require any instrument, actually.
It's a very difficult song to sing though, live.
Basically, like I'm just wondering, you don't require any instrument. You yourself is so musical. I mean, how one can be
That's very
so
sweet.
so meetha. It is
Thank
wonderful.
you.
It is wonderful and really amazing. Really
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So, everybody is really enjoying your voice, and it's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are so young, and to be very honest, you have achieved. You have shared stage with so many big दिग्गज कलाकार जैसे बोलते हैं ना ए रहमान जी Zubin Nautiyal.
Yeah.
So how was that to share a stage with, you know, such people?
Uh, you get to learn a lot, obviously, because they are like so senior than you and so like, yeah, like well experienced and stuff. And I think you get to learn different things from different people over here in this industry. And I have been lucky for sure. I mean, not everybody gets a chance so early on, especially to even work with these people and stuff. But I've been that hardworking also. There was a reason why I dropped my idea of doing my masters and actually starting this early on. So वैसे देखो तो it had been like every day की continuous मेहनत, and also over here in this industry it's not just about hard work, it's about smart work at the same time in this era of singing and
Right.
whatever, especially. So,
Right.
like making the right contacts, approaching the right people, and working on your craft at the same time in itself is so taxing. Like sometimes there are
Yes.
days where I just go like, okay, I can't do this. I need a break, and then I then take a break, but then I then feel okay, no, I need to come back to music because music is my thing. So there have been like ups and downs, obviously, and not everything has been easy. Like even for Arrived, obviously we had to go through so many sleepless nights, so many rounds of audition to even get there. And with Jubin and like Ankit, Ash, and all of these people, I think, yeah, like same, I had to showcase a lot of my work to even convince them that I can take that responsibility of, carrying forward. I mean, having that pressure and singing at the same time on their shows, because why will they like have you? They can do a show without you. They are brands themselves. But yeah,
So
you need
true.
to be very convincing and promising as a new talent for them to even like give you a chance. So I've been lucky that way, but I've also been very hardworking. So I won't give all the credit to my luck only.
Correct. And how you balance? You are studying, right? You are doing some studies,
Not right now.
right? Okay. So how long you do your rehearsals? Like कितना रियाज करते हो आप? करते हो?
So yeah, रियाज तो अभी करना ही पड़ता है because it's about vocal health and also obviously like your singing in terms of like pitching and having सुर में गाने के लिए रियाज तो करना पड़ेगा. But I
Correct.
don't follow a rule book as such. Like वो जो बोलते हैं सुबह उठ के 4 या 5 बजे उठ के 7 या 8 बजे तक रियाज करना चाहिए 2-3 घंटा या 12 घंटा या 10 घंटा, and all that I can't do that. That I can't do. And I don't think anybody does. At least like people are doing this professionally. None of the people maybe growing up करते होंगे वो गुरु शिष्य type के environment में. उसमें मैं रही नहीं हूँ. I'm a Bombay girl. So I've never like been through that stage ever. But what I believe personally is any kind of riyaz, any kind of practicing of your muscle as a singer is your riyaz. So even if I spend 2 hours of singing in a recording studio, that is a riyaz. Even if I sit at my house, like having a tanpura next to me or a harmonium with me and doing my sargam ka saregama padanisa and rago ka riyaz, even that is riyaz. And even if I'm rehearsing for my show or singing on stage, that is also riyaz. So singing is basically just a muscle that you have to practice every day to be good at it, or to at least have a certain type of command over it as a professional. So वो 1 घंटा करो 2 घंटा करो या 5 घंटे करो, रोज करना and consistent होना is more important than आप कितना कर रहे हो, is what I've always believed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. और वो कितना है कि like गोलगप्पे नहीं खाने, खट्टा नहीं खाना,
Oh
ये नहीं
yeah,
खाना.
yeah. That is true. I can't eat khatta. Like I just can't.
Okay.
I can't tolerate anything that's khatta. So even in fruits and stuff, I have to make sure कि मैं खट्टे वाले ना खाऊं. But I mean, it's different for everybody. I know people who are
Right.
completely okay, singers who are completely okay with having like sour stuff, and they still can sing. And I can't do ice. I can do ice creams, but I can't do like direct ice. Like if any
Oh,
of my
wow.
drink.
So cute.
But there are people who can do it, and I don't know how. And
You
in
know,
life,
I was just about to come there कि आइसक्रीम्स के बारे में क्या ख्याल है?
ice creams I can do. In fact, मैंने आज ही NIC का collaboration डाला है. So if I like right now say कि no,
Yes,
I
yes,
don't eat
I have
ice cream.
seen. Yes, yes, definitely. I have seen all the flavors,
Yeah,
flavors out
the
there.
brands are gonna come after me with a knife. But no, I do eat ice creams. I just can't do
Mhm.
ice, like direct form
Okay,
of ice. And khatta is
okay.
something I can't tolerate. Like my throat just gives up after I have anything khatta. Like you know, gala baith jata hai type of a thing happens to me somehow. So I can't do sour things. But otherwise, I'm okay. And in general, health ka dhyan rakhne ke liye, then you avoid oily and all of that. I
Yes,
avoid sugar as
yes.
much as possible because that gets me bloated. And sodium, can't do a lot of sodium. But that is more towards the health side, not because I'm a singer.
Okay. So, like, जैसे आप अभी आपके future plans क्या हैं? Like, what you are looking for any new album or anything you are going to have
Yeah,
in?
a lot of independent music for sure. Like there's so much that I want to put out, and I'm already in plans of obviously, because I think India था मतलब 90s में, लेकिन India is now again realizing that our music industry is not supposed to be associated with the film industry. It should be a completely separate industry. जो 90s में था, somehow it got vanished and stuff. It got very merged with the Bollywood, the film side of things. And right now it's like kind of getting separated thanks to the lockdown. Like if there's one thing that's come out good out of the lockdown is the very fact that people have realized that film music is not just the music that they can consume, there's independent music as well, and that needs to be independent, which is why it's called independent music. It can't be related to like playback and films forever. We cannot survive like that. Artists cannot be bombarded with the pressure that you have to sing for a movie to become famous or to become successful. Music is music.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah, a
how
lot of
pressure,
independent music.
right? And how much pressure you feel like a prior night when there is, something in the morning?
Thankfully, there's
Do you
nothing
get
in the
your
morning
sleep?
industry.
Do you get your sleep?
I don't. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's no morning work in this industry ever. Everything starts like post evening anyway. Be it shows, most recordings, like they all happen towards the evening night side of the day. Kind of makes sense because gala tab tak zyada khulta hai.
Right.
Subah subah you can't
Right.
sing. But yeah, there are times where we have to wake up early to catch our flights to go to a city to gig. So in that case, I have to find time to take a nap or have my rest for a while. But before a show, I am very like I'm always nervous and excited at the same time. Before a recording, I'm always like excited more than nervous. Recordings, it's a little more, but it's in your control now. All you have to do is go to the studio and deliver a good performance. But on shows, there's so much that you have to think about. Like audience कैसी होगी, clients कैसे होंगे, क्या requests आएगी, weather कैसा होगा, venue कैसा
Right.
होगा. So in that case, you're a little more like nervous more than excited.
I think anything the person is into, जो भी काम में होता है, butterflies are always there before,
Okay.
whether it's a small thing, it's a big thing, or whatever,
Yeah.
because sometimes you are prepared and other things are not in favor. Or sometimes ऐसा होता है ना कि कुछ भी हो सकता है. So it's like, every time there is butterflies, and I think it should be there.
It
It gives,
should. It
it
should
should be
definitely.
there.
It gets you pumped, and those that adrenaline rush makes your song sound better sometimes.
Right.
And stage fright तो नहीं होती यार. I mean, if you're a professional and if you're
Yes.
so used to being on या तो camera या तो being in front of a live audience or even in the studio, sometimes we have to sing and deliver a performance in front of people we don't even know. So you have to be a people's person, or at least like, I don't know, like you can't have stage fright and performance fright. Otherwise it just affects your work directly. So वो नहीं होता. लेकिन हाँ, थोड़ा तो मतलब ऐसे थोड़ा नर्वसनेस होता है कि टेक्निकली सब ठीक होगा या नहीं. What if my mic goes off in the middle of a song? What if I fall down wearing heels on stage? Those tiny little things happen. But yeah, it all like comes down and you calm down once you start singing, because then you just focus on your work.
And you make so many duet also. Like I have seen with Sid Paul also, because Sid Paul also, I had a live with him. He's also wonderful in his music.
Yeah.
So that was also very beautiful music you both have composed together. It was really nice.
Yeah,
You're
we
singing.
covered few songs together, just random. Like we all need
Yeah.
content to put up on social media, so might as
Yeah,
well
but
do
it was,
things collaboratively.
it was really nice. Very soothing. Very
Thank
soothing.
I'm glad you like
So,
it. It
no,
was
no, I
fun.
like actually I like your voice so much, and in fact, we काफी time से, but thanks to you, you have said yes to our show. It is really nice to have you here, and we are
Come.
just lacking time. So, उन्नति,
Yeah.
can चलते चलते हम आपकी दो लाइन और सुनना चाहेंगे?
Sure.
Can we have
Any
this?
requests? Yeah, should I just like take up anything else?
Anything you feel like, anything you feel like.
Um. Okay, I'll sing a few lines that kind of describe me. And this song everybody,
Okay, fine,
it's
fine.
it's it's gonna be unexpected. So wait for it. Okay.
Okay.
कोई रोके कोई आए कितना भी मुझको समझाए मैं ना सुनूंगी कभी अपनी ही धुन में रहती हूँ मैं पगली हूँ मैं जिद्दी हूँ कहते हैं ये तो सभी कोई नहीं जाना के अरमान क्या है मेरा चले जैसे हवाएं सनन सनन उड़े जैसे परिंदे गगन गगन चाहे तितलियां जैसे चमन चमन यूं ही घूमूं मैं भी मगन मगन एहे 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 वाओ एहे ओ
Wow, wow, wow. Actually, you have described Kata. It is so
है ना
beautiful. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Like, I mentioned in the beginning, you are like a fresh breeze in the world of music.
that's so kind of you to
Very
say.
beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you, Nati, for
Would
being
you
with
say that's
us on the
lovely?
very lovely show. It is great to have you here. And Unnati, can you please mention your ID once so that they can follow you? Viewers, please follow her on her ID.
Sure,
Unnati, please mention.
it's actually very simple. It's Unnati Shah music. As cliche as it sounds, but it is like that. And I think there's a way to even like just tap on the above thing where it's mentioned. So it's Unnati Shah music for those who are new and kind of don't know that I exist. Here I am. Please make the effort of like following, and hopefully you like the content I put up.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, and please follow her and also follow me, da.very.lovely, and keep
Yes,
watching the
please,
Very Lovely show.
because she's
Thank you so
lovely.
much. Thank you so much, and all the very best for your future. And stay safe,
Thank
stay
you.
beautiful always, and keep
You
singing.
too. Thank you for having me. It was lovely to be here. And you've been a great
Thank you,
host.
thank you. Thank you, thank you. All the very best, Unnati. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks. Thank you.